Hello and welcome to Piece of English. Piece of English is an English podcast to help you enhance your English level. Today is June 9th and it's Tuesday. When I am recording this episode, it's actually episode 43 today. So before we start, I would like to announce again that a Piece of Nihongo is actually available now on Spotify if you would like to listen. So yeah, let's start. I think today we have some of deep talking. Okay. So it's about writing. Is writing a life changer, in your opinion? What do you think? Is writing a life changer? Hmm. Let's see. Well, I think that writing is the second closest action to our souls. Yeah, of course, my opinion is first one or first closest action to our souls is reading. Yeah, let's discuss this in another episode, but today we have writing. So, why is it so close to our souls, writing? I have some points um, which are good reasons, in my opinion. I will start with number one. So, writing gives us the chance to watch and observe our own way of thinking, which is so important, I think, because sometimes you don't understand your idea or thoughts until you write and see them, see the words with your own eyes. Yeah, this happens with you. It happens with me all the time. For example, when I have a new idea for this podcast, I don't really know that I would say any of the words I'm saying now until I start writing and planning for the episode with a pen and paper. Yep, this is the real thing actually. When I have the idea of any episode of this podcast, I just have the title. I will talk about this, maybe I can talk about this, but the details, I don't ever get them until I start writing. Okay, point number two, or reason number two. Your notebook is a hard disk you will never lose unless you forget the place of the notebook itself, like me. Okay, I do this all the time. So, my point is that whatever I write in my notebook is something I'm sure it will never be forgotten, as it's saved on a paper, because we forget everything, even our own thoughts. It happens with me too, all the time. I forget what I think, yeah? So papers do not forget. So it's actually safer to save our ideas on paper because eventually we will forget. And this is a very important point. Sometimes we might look back at our lives and think that we didn't achieve anything and that I am just wasting my time. I never read or study or. Now I'm telling you my own ideas, my own thoughts about myself. Yeah. Sometimes I just get those, dark moments, dark thoughts, when I start only blaming myself. Oh, I'm not achieving anything in my life. I'm not doing anything. I'm not reading enough books. I'm not learning enough, you know. So I'm just wasting my time, and these moments of regret and guilt, I only have one saver in these moments, or one lifesaver in these moments. Here comes the importance of writing. Yeah? Because in those dark moments, my notes can save my soul from the feeling of guilt, as it works as a backup for my for my easy lost brain memory. Yeah. My brain actually, or our human brain, is not really saving every detail. But when you write on paper, it's never forgotten. So I always need to go and look back on what I did in my past years, months, days, life to see what I did and achieved. And it's easy to, regain my spirits back when I look to those notebooks or my notes. I see that I really achieved something, so the feeling of guilt stops, and it's easy to regain my spirits. Yeah? Okay. Number three, writing also is a great help when it comes to learning a new language or actually learning anything new, as writing is a very good information saver. Yeah? When you write anything, you rarely forget it. Yes, actually, writing was my first and most important way of studying in school, in high school, in university, all my life. Writing, actually, it's the best way to study anything. Whatever you write, you rarely forget. Number four, some people write also their diary, which is a perfect way to set goals for the day and organize your mind at the start or at the end of the day. Because some people write the diary at the start, some people write it at the end of the day. Whichever you do, it's really important. Some people also write the diary in the new language they are trying to learn. Yeah. Which personally I think is a very good way for practice the new language you try to learn. I actually tried this in Japanese, but I stopped shortly after. I really need to get back to this habit. It was really good. Yeah, helped me a lot, to stabilize some Japanese word and information in my mind. Okay, those were the four reasons I got. But at the end, I would like to share my personal experience with writing. Whenever I feel like my mind is in mess, like I cannot think clearly and I don't know where to start, I just take the pen and try to write whatever comes to my mind, which really makes me feel relieved and more concentrated again on what I need to do in my day and life. It's like the white paper takes the darkness of my soul so that I have my light back to see the way and know where to go. Yeah, so deep, yeah? Okay. This is just like my experience with writing. I really love to write anything. Yeah. So this was all my opinion about writing. And at the end, I would like to ask you again, is writing a life changer? Is it something we can rely on to change our lives? I'll be waiting for your comments. Oh, before we finish the episode, some words here need to be clarified. For example, the word observe, or actually the verb observe. This is like to look closely into something, It's like to look at something, but just not looking. You are observing, so you are just not looking, you are noticing. Looking and noticing, and it's like looking and studying something in the same moment. Deep talk. I think you know this one. Deep, something deep. It's like, from the insides of any person. This person is talking deeply. It's like talking from the deepest part of my mind. Yeah. And also, I said eventually. Eventually is like lastly or to conclude what I'm speaking about, like at the end. Yeah. And then regain my spirits. Spirits is like I regain my motivation. I regain my energy to continue, in life. And so this is like spirits. And yep, I think we didn't use much of difficult words today or unusual words. Yeah, this was all. Okay, thank you again for listening. I'll be waiting for your comments. Goodbye.